this is absolutely ridiculous. See that? Just a very small little room here. That's pretty interesting. That is one of the bases for the guns. And it's just laying here. It's got a bullet hole. I think it's a bullet hole. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. Are you ready to go out and have some adventure and a little bit action? Yes, we are here. It is History Hunter and Eagle Eyes. We are for the second part at this incredible German World War II position on the Atlantic Wall. So join us and let's go out and find the path together right now.
Right here.
I'll fill you in a little bit, so let's go to the History Hunter crib and have a little look at some of my drawings, and you get a better grip of what's going on here. So we're going to start in this area here, check out a lot of trenches. There's like a little water reservoir here. We're going to have a look and see if there's something there. Then we're going to work ourselves through the barracks, through the foundations, all of that, but that could be here today. Some munition storages. A lot of the bunkers are actually being shut, and that's too bad. We're going to see if we can find the array of barrack foundations here. And this is also a water reservoir, and we might magnet fish that area here. And then we're going to travel and find the gun placements and the rest of the trench system. And I think it will be very, very, very interesting. Yep, there you go. And I will definitely do my very best to find more of this incredible location. And I think we spotted something already, so let's head on over there. Yeah, Eagle Eye, he found the outer perimeter barbed wire fence system. See here, still here, right in the ground, right in front of your eyes. See that? This is the outer perimeter. There were 3 perimeters of barbed wire running around. And this is on the very edge. And there's one of the poles with it what's attached to. You can actually see it in the rock there. But this is the outer perimeter. This is just a drop right into the ocean almost. So the first one would be way down, second one and third one very near to the things on the top with the guns or all of that. Wow, something is definitely going on down here. And we are really, wow, that's a huge something. Boom, let's see. Oh wow, it is a bunker with wooden poles in the whole structure up there.
It looks like they will fall down.
No, they chopped down some trees and they put the wood trees up there. Spiders are no issue, I'm cured. Oh, I'm not. But they did it like this, and you can just about barely see that there are concrete on the top. So they put these huge poles up, and then they poured concrete on top and made that roof area. And there's actually a window. How cool is that? But why? And see, this thing is almost coming down. I'm gonna go under here and you can see what the heck is going on here. Wow, this place is amazing. I'm just loving this. I want to show you something really cool. Yes, but have a look right down there. What on earth is that? It's still standing in the terrain. And we wanted to share something very special with you here. But we're going to go to the other side so you can have a view of this position here from the outside inwards here, so you get a better picture of what we're going to show you. There you go. I want to share a little something with you here. Take a good look at that little wagon, and then I'm going to show you this picture here. Yep, isn't that wonderful? That is from this exact spot right here. So what did the Germans do here? Well, they hid away their 160 centimeter searchlight inside a little cabin here, and that was right there where the gentleman stood. And you can see they had some tracks, so they retracted the searchlight inwards when the weather was bad, all of that. When they needed it, they just pulled it out and it was fully operational. But that was to protect their gear, their sort of investment. But I just loved to see that picture, and I really, really, really wanted to find this position just because of that picture, and we did. I'm so, so glad we did.
I'm happy.
And just that little picture, as Eagle Eye said when he saw that picture, he asked me, is that really there? And I said, yeah, it is. How cool is that? But there's also a little bunker here in connection with the searchlight. You see the huge chain? What is that? I'm going to check out something on the side here. We just spotted something. That is so incredible. Right there was a 160 centimeter searchlight. That would look something like that without the camouflage. And that's the wagon for it. Down here, that is a little bunker, and this is the generator bunker for the actual searchlight. So in here, I'm guessing there would be placed a generator to produce the electricity they needed. Or I might be wrong, maybe this was the crew who operated it. And there were just cables coming in from the main grid here, I'm not sure. But it looks very much to be a place where they would have a generator. But I can't see any exhaust fumes or anything like that going around. But since there are two openings here, I'm guessing they needed air to flow through to be able to extract the exhaust. I'm going to go with that. A searchlight generator room. Or maybe not. You want to see something really cool? Well, it's there. Oh my goodness. Holy Madonna. There are hundreds and hundreds. There has to be a couple of kilometers of trenches in this area. It's ridiculous. And I just want you to see this. It's like running all over the terrain. And it starts from where we saw that little fence further down. So it comes up from here, continues here. There's a fighting position there. Down there is the minefields in the area that we just were, and this is where a German soldier was killed, 2 wounded, and it continues over here. And it actually goes into a special little bunker. So I'm going to get into that trench and I'm going to show that to you. But just have a look at what they did here. Just imagine how much work this must have been, huh? Hundreds of meters. Let me take you on to a little trench walk here. Munition perhaps, communication, I'm not sure. A lot of mosquitoes here. I'm using a new type of repellent that you guys recommended to me, so it seems to work actually. I'm going to show you what it is later. It just goes on and on. There's something here, see that? Little pocket. Wow. I'm so fascinated, cobweb in my face, going in these trenches because they are just insanely well built, and they're so big and so long, and just absolutely mind-blowing all the work that went into this. And all of this that we walked through now, I'm going to show you where it leads to. So all of that trench system we went through is only for this little thing here. This is absolutely ridiculous. See that? Just a very small little room here. The camera adjusts quite slow. And then we come out to this position here. So keep in mind, hundreds of meters of trench system. And what does it lead to? Only this little square here with that hole. I'm going to show you from above so you can get a grip of how really strange this is. That's it. That's absolutely it. So shelter, kind of small bunker, like 60, 70 meters of trenches. And for what? This little fighting position here that covered basically this little valley. That, my friend, is a German WW2 S-Mine display, and we create and give them away to our Patreon team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our Patreon team members. If you want to check out how to become a Patreon team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that, then you click the link for the Patreon, and then you'll see how you can become a Patreon team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. It's a surprise every time we come to a position here, because we never know what's going to be here. Oh yeah, okay. This I've seen before, and I'm going to show that to you. Right here, I'm guessing that is the position for a 20mm flak 38, if I'm not too mistaken. It could have looked something like this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. The characteristic pedestal here. Or is it, let me see. Is it something else? I'm not 100% sure, but it really looks like it, because these will be the munition pockets to put the rounds and magazines in, and they might even have had a possibility to attach a machine gun spigot on there. I think they did, to be able to have a second. You see, there's the first position we were at with the machine gun and the trench. We come to this place here. So how cool is that? And there are metal pieces even here today. See that? It's just holding on to that barely. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go down to Eagle Eyes. He said he spotted something, so let's check that out. Do you see it? Don't you? It's right there. Oh wow. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I've never seen so much trench systems in the forest before. This place takes the total first prize for that so far. And further down here, there's something very interesting. I see that this trench led into something here, but somehow they managed to fill that in. I'm not sure why, but you see the height of that? That is like 2.5 meter plus. I'm guessing. Do you think that's a mortar or machine gun? You want to make a bet? You want to make a bet? What do you say, mortar or machine gun?
What do you choose?
I'd say machine gun.
I say machine gun.
Machine gun? Yeah.
Hey, what's a machine gun?
I think it's a machine gun Tobruk bunker right there. And I guess it could have looked something like this. Wow, that is very nice.
You want to magnify?
So I'm not sure why everything is smashed up here, but absolutely stunning to see. That has got to be the smallest entrance of a German cave we've seen in a very long time. But nevertheless, it is actually open. Let's shine the flashlight in there. Wow. Holy cow. Let's go inside and see what's here. There's even concrete on the floor. Okay. It's just a very small cave. It's got this little detail there. Kids has been here. But it's so cool to see that it's actually open. It's just a very small something. And could be munition storage for the MG position we saw. But why did they put concrete on here? Paper to keep everything dry inside. Very cool. Absolutely everywhere in the terrain. See the marks of the German activity, not just the trenches, but this was to keep up camouflage canvases and steel cables holding up tele and communication poles, power poles, all of that. Still here. I guess now you can see it. It's right there. You don't believe me? It's there. Just joking around. Me and Eagle Eyes are just joking around all day long. More trenches, and again, yes, they do lead down to a couple of fighting positions, and there were 12 or 13 machine gun positions, just like this thing here. Wow, I just love this place. It's got so many small details, and remember, for the Germans, each and every single little position was highly strategically calculated in advance to be able to take as much kind of field of fire area as possible, and at the same time be easy accessible and safe for the crews. Therefore, they made a huge high trench system so that they could run back and forth, and the ammunition would be stacked up there. And that is the proof of what they did here. And that's not all. I'm going to show you over here. See here, it's well opened up the mountainside and continued down, down, down. And I have to be very careful here, because I don't want to fall on my butt. I'm going to take you down to the lowest position here. And again, machine gun position. It is absolutely crazy to see how much they put an effort into creating 12 or 13 of these all over the terrain to be able to take out the enemy coming from almost any kind of direction around here. Now, as I said, the minefield is also over there, but the crew here could easily wipe out the whole perimeter here with these two machine guns. And as if that was not enough, another one. I'm speechless, absolutely speechless, because I've never seen so many trenches going around and so deep. And this one is also probably, could it be one of these with wooden roofs? Wow, the whole side there is caved in. That is really deep to get down there. But I want to get down there. How do I get down there? Oh, it's completely filled with water down there. And I'm not kind of set for that. But I could actually show you right here with a flashlight. See that? Yeah, it's just a half pipe shelter. But again, that must have taken so much time to create. And see that? That's like 3 meters down there. Entrance there, and it's caved in, and we can actually see it. Wow. This structure here, I guess you won't be able to tell me what it is, but I actually know what it is. It's not a shelter, it's not an oven, it's actually a coal storage. And you see that? It's strategically placed in the middle of the compound. So what they did, they filled up that thing with coal, and you could pull out the coal pieces through this grid here. See that? So it slants down this side, and from the back, so everything will be centralized here, and you can put your kind of bucket here, shovel it up with coals, and is that cool or what, huh? So coal storage. This thing here is actually a piece of a German cream bottle. There you are. That's a cream bottle, and it's inside there. How crazy is that? But what about that, huh? German, Second World War cold storage, and it's just standing there, just like a little piece from the past by itself. This is something very, very strange. See this massive bunker here? It's all the way over there to here, and you can see the sidewall. You would imagine that would be something huge. Well, let's see inside if that's correct. So you come in here and you're expecting, oh yeah, big entrance for a bunker. And then you come in here, boom, that's it. Nothing else than this tiny, tiny little thing. Somebody tell me what the heck is going on here and why is that like that? This huge wall on the outside, you can see that here as well. And then you got this tiny little room. If you know, let me know in the comments. That's pretty interesting. That is one of the bases for the guns. And it's just laying there. This is kind of the wagon which they pulled the gun around with, I think. No, could it be for the searchlight actually? I think this is for the searchlight. And even this piece here, I think is also from the searchlight base that twisted, turned around, maybe 60 centimeter or 160. But that is cool, just laying there. So cool to see those. Something that you very often don't see. Wow, this is just amazing. I can't believe how many structures there are there. We will have to make it a part 3 because we are coming up to the fire and control bunker, some huge gun placement, all of that. So I really, really appreciate if you gave us a thumbs up, or if you commented and subscribed, all of that good stuff. I'll put a link in the video description for part 3. It will be released probably just after this part 2 in a few days, and you can enjoy that. But this place is absolutely amazing, and we can't wait to share moments like this with you. It is pretty amazing to see that even today you can just walk up to pieces like that, German field ration boxes. That turret is rather amazing to see. Yep, that's coming up. So thank you for being in there for us, and thank you my incredible Patreon team members and all of you donating to our PayPal thing. You help us create this, and we cannot thank you enough for that. So from this gentleman here,
And Eagle Eyes, comment.
and he says comment as well. So thank you. We'll see you at the next one. Be safe.